get a second part. So it just had an update. So yeah, let's just get into it. Let's begin. So what season are we thinking? Let's do season 1, then season 2/3. Oh wait. Sorry about that. My parents aren't home and some guy just called. So yeah, 7 games. I don't know why it was 7 games. Why those light sounds season 1? I didn't actually know that. So yeah, there's a lot of him. So yeah, next. Alright. And I guess we could just loading that opponent 455. I'm 456. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, 450. Oh wait. 455. Wait, what's 388? Okay, yeah. Play 3. Oh, play 333. I would look for 388. 85. Play a 388. I'm looking for play 390. I'll play 1. Should be like, okay, yeah, it's actually much harder. Okay, I could buy one of them. Still, a lot of advance. Game, if you want to play. Oh, play 222. I'm getting it back. I did it. Yeah, no, so this is for I do not care. Okay, that way we didn't get to see. Okay, that is a lot. Hi, boy. Is play 222 still here? Please say yes. And we can just check by this. Just gotta zoom in. Oh god, how do you zoom in this? I cannot. I forgot to season 1. I'm just gonna go on this innocent slide. 56. So I'm gonna win all these games. The next game is don't hit the button while you will be eliminated. Okay, how many amps do we have right now? I don't really know. So we gotta check. Death, 20 out of 456. So I don't really know. Like, this is lights out. Oh, tug of war. I think I actually never tried tug of war. It's so easy. So yeah, I guess we just be here. It was clear. 38. Yeah, 38. Probably over there. So I just got eliminated. Okay. This one is Team 1 from How did Team 2 lose? They're doing so much power. Whatever, I don't care. Okay. Wow, that's not what it was. So I just survived. So we're in an odd number. The cactuses has too many spikes. You know, the mob update really never caught on in Shroom. Like, you don't get away with it now. You mostly get to see the free games. I kind of like marbles and shrimp games. I hope the next one I do a shrimp game. It's okay, this is surprisingly becoming shorter than the shrimp game video. I'm just 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's not that much. Round 6. Last bullet. I'm scared. Oh, yeah, this is actually gonna be easy. Yeah, this is actually coming out easy. So, yeah. Oh, he was so pro. Beat the last bridge. I can't move now. Go wait. I have time to kill them if I can. So let's keep. There can't be that many people that's there can only be 2 people. That, yeah, I'm not sure, but because you might be one of them. already made it. I win! Season 2 and 3. Wait, this is first. It's what like when I done. Well. Okay, I'm just gonna start to sell. Okay, got it all sorted out.
Wow, not good news for Donald Trump at all. Ghislaine Maxwell's cellmate in Tallahassee
Seriously,
is breaking her silence.
rebellion.
And this cellmate says that Ghislaine Maxwell was telling other prisoners that she had dirt on Donald Trump. Ghislaine Maxwell was trying to petition for a pardon under former President Biden, but Biden's DOJ did not let it hear at all. Use that
After this,
against
we're gonna watch a game
Trump.
that won
Biden and Merrick Garland were like, we just can't
Squid Game.
Up,
And
down,
after
purple,
we
green,
do
blue, red, don't matter.
custom rounds,
Release the
we're gonna
freaking
do
files. That's what people are saying. Let's get into it. Daily Mail got the exclusive. I heard Elaine tell.
Okay, got it all sorted out.
The launch and
Now
deployment of the
but
James Webb Space Telescope marked a turning point in humanity's pursuit to understand the cosmos. For our entire life, we race to the stars. With each new generation of technology, the cosmos has revealed itself to be vastly more complex than we had ever conceived. We believed we were grasping the scale of it all. As it turns out,
About 470 miles away from Ukraine's border with Russia lies Arzamas. Nestled in the Nizhny Novgorod Oblast, Arzamas is home to a component manufacturing plant that produces systems used in some of Russia's most powerful missiles. No components means no missiles, making the plant an obvious target for Ukraine. Are you a firefighter?
I'm not a firefighter.
Mr. Ring, are you a firefighter? Mr. Ring, it's just a yes or no question. Mr. Ring, are you a firefighter?
No.
Alright, Mr. Green, are you a firefighter?
I'm not a firefighter.
The northern part of my district was evacuated. I've talked to numerous firefighters. I've visited the intensive damage. I've had multiple briefings from firefighters, first responders, the helicopters. Are you okay?
Okay,
A gentleman
back.
from the audio transcript. We need the audio. Because you also said that you did alter the transcript. You said it was a filler word. You know what? We don't know whether the we don't know if he sputtered for and. Alright, Caroline Levitt just got asked about the and her answer
It's time to Fairways.
her answer was really, really odd. You know, there was so much batshit crazy stuff being said. Donald Trump's press secretary Caroline Levitt running defense for the Epstein files being covered up by Pam Bondi and Trump? Or do I begin with Caroline Levitt justifying the firing of the BLS commissioner for purely political reasons? That is a scary, scary firing. Or do I talk about Caroline Levitt constantly attacking media members sitting in the room while giving the first question to Benny Johnson? They are making a mockery of our country, and we have no time to waste. Let's jump in with this first part. Caroline Levitt first gives a question to Benny Johnson, an actual stooge who was paid by Russia. There were a few key right-wing creators like Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, Dave Rubin, and a few others that were allegedly being paid $500,000 a month or more or less by Russia. Now, Benny Johnson and Tim Pool are allowed in the press room while Trump is speaking up for his meeting with Russia. It's despicable. Let's watch this.
Started, and as always, we'll start with our new media chief, who is our podcast host today, Benny Johnson. Benny, why don't you kick us off, and thanks for being here.
Thank you, Caroline. As a DC resident of 15 years, I lived on Capitol Hill. I witnessed so many muggings and so much theft.
Alright, I'm not even going to play this Russian propaganda. He then goes into personal anecdotes about thefts that he's witnessed. I mean, that's what happens in cities. We need to minimize that, and there are many means we can use to minimize that. Nobody wants crime to happen, but we don't minimize that by normalizing national law. We do it through preventive Benny Johnson spreads This is a mockery of our country. We are a joke on the world stage. Donald Trump promised that we were going to be respected, but we now have Russian propaganda sitting there asking about Presidential Medal of Freedoms to quote-unquote big balls. We are an entirely unserious country, and this is happening as a distraction for a few things. The Epstein files, the DC takeover, the ICE raids, the lack of Ukraine funding. Let's move on to the next portion. After Caroline Levitt desperately tries to avoid any mention of Epstein, she then gets caught in a question. She gets asked, a judge just ruled that the grand jury transcript should not be released, and Levitt opts in.
Another question on something that happened yesterday, but I wanted to get the White House response.
Should be.
What's the White House?
I think decided that. You approve that job, right? Here,
by the fact that Alaska was sold to the United States by Russia. So just think about this. Vladimir Putin intentionally chose this meeting in Alaska under one condition. Zelensky cannot be there. Now he chose this meeting in a place that was sold to the United States by Russia so he can sell to the president of the United States.
Okay, we'll cut. Yes. 1, 2,
100,000 subscribers and realized that I never subscribed. Fixing that now. Make sure you subscribe to the feed. And in this next clip, is just a quote-unquote listening exercise. And listen, there are two ways to feel about this. Immediately, I was like, a listening exercise? You're going to allow Vladimir Putin, a murderous dictator, to come to the United States just so you could listen to him, not assert yourself or draw any rules or boundaries, just so you could listen. That is weak. But then the more I thought about it, maybe it's better that Trump isn't doing any of the negotiating on Ukraine's behalf. Maybe it's better if he just was imagining that he was golfing and Putin gets to yap and then the adults in Europe get to handle it. But either way, the meeting shouldn't have happened in the first place. The meeting should not be happening in the first place. That is the baseline. Let's watch this clip.
What if your church could also be your classroom? At SCU, we believe your color is
It is not strategy. It is pure weakness. This brings me
When did you witness something definitely not meant for your eyes?
Position directly. You know, this loops in perfectly to every other issue because there is a major lack of transparency problem with this admin. They lie. We know that Trump is a liar, but the scale of the lies are different now. They're covering up the sexual abuse of children while firing the BLS commissioner, you know, the Bureau of Labor Statistics person, just firing them to turn it into a political entity, while also covering up potential health conditions, or at the very least, not allowing the transparency that the White House doctor should allow. We're going to be transparent. We're going to maybe put an effort to be transparent. This admin is not transparent, and we will continue to handle it that way. Listen, if you live in or around Provo, I'm doing an event that you can meet me at. We're likely doing a meet and greet event on Nebraska event on August 23rd, so click the top link in the description. I'd love to meet you there. Quick PSA to my beautiful audience. Please make sure you click the bell
Okay, I'm gonna do this one last time. Eliminated.
Right now seems to be the resistance. I see moments of resistance, but I think that there's going to be a vacuum that politicians are going to be able to fill a void because some of them, Brandon, they're crazy, are thinking beyond Trump. And I'm just going to play some videos for you guys, and then we're going to discuss them and analyze them. I want to start off with...
Jeffrey Epstein scandal with reporting from the Wall Street Journal tonight describing a birthday letter to Jeffrey Epstein on the occasion of Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday. The Wall Street Journal says the letter bears Trump's name. And that letter's final line says, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful season."
Millions of seniors on Medicare were supposed to receive an expense benefit because it turns out they lost their Medicare expense benefit that only happens once a year. But angers for more than 4 months and still haven't received this. And you can call 1-833-308-3163 If you have Parts A and B of Medicare, call 1-833-308.
And Donald Trump's latest panic response to what is now a fully out of control situation for the Trump administration is a post on social media within the last hour saying, "I have asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval." It is entirely possible that the court will not approve the release of any of the grand jury testimony in the case because Jeffrey Epstein's convicted co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, is still an active litigant in the case appealing her conviction, and the grand jury testimony was used in the prosecution of Ghislaine Maxwell. If she's successful in that appeal, she could have a retrial that could include some of that grand jury material. A judge might want to protect all of that. And the Epstein files that people want to see, that Trump supporters have demanded to see for years, include much, much more than grand jury testimony. It includes FBI reports, FBI notes, prosecutors' notes, endless streams of paper far beyond just grand jury transcripts. And the we are ready to move the court tomorrow to unseal the grand jury transcripts.
So he says he's cracking down on crime and he's going to continue to use the power of presidency to do it. Trump's federal takeover of policing here in our nation's capital is sparking debate as 850 federal agents in the streets of D.C. last night, making 23 arrests from homicide to reckless driving, according to the White House. The president insisting that D.C. has been taken over by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, but according to Metropolitan Police stats, despite a spike of crime in 2023, rates of violent crime has actually hit a 30-year low.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser met with the U.S. Attorney General about the federal takeover of Oakland's Park County.
I gotta get that.
And during repairs, it was easy to get marched to New Jersey wearing Nazi logos.
So nobody wants, so
George Junius Stinney Jr.
that's what I'm
was the
gonna
youngest
do.
American executed in 1944 at age 14. His shocking story raises questions about justice and prejudice in the legal system of the time. In 1916, British soldiers played football wearing gas masks
I'm
in
not
France.
gonna leave.
A moment of respite and humanity
Okay,
amid the
this
horror
video's
and
almost an
trenches
hour.
of World War I. In
So
1905,
let's just,
a giant enjoys a beer in a tavern, impressing everyone around. Curiously, giants like him were popular attractions at fairs and circuses of the time. In 1945, American troops prepare Nazi General Anton Dostler for execution, punished for the death of 15 OSS agents in Italy. Justice served after war crimes. During Al Capone's trial in 1931, several mobsters hid their faces with hats to avoid being identified by the press. It was the fear of fame or of reprisals from the mafia itself. In 2004, Viktor Yushchenko was poisoned with dioxin during his campaign for the presidency of Ukraine. He survived, but his face was permanently disfigured. Even so, he won the elections and led the Orange Revolution. Before smartphones and selfie sticks, this man created his own solution in 1957. He used a piece of wood to trigger the camera and capture his self-portrait. Analog creativity at its best. This is the sharpest image ever made of Venus. Shrouded in clouds of sulfuric acid and temperatures up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, the planet reveals its turbulent atmosphere in golden tones. Beautiful from afar, but more hostile than any desert on Earth. Easter of 1940.
Hello?
Hello, my name is Ravi. How are you?
What do you want, sir?
Calling about saving on your electric bill. I believe you're a homeowner, right?
Who are you calling from? Texas?
Are you the home? Oh yes, are you the homeowner? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
We don't need your services. That's funny. But that was a scam.
Probably.
Yeah, most likely. There's an Indian man. You know, it's somebody we knew. Don't know if it's somebody. Okay, but I don't know if it's somebody that we knew, somebody. Okay,
If
so I
you
think there's
enjoyed the
some
video,
cool
make
players.
sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for exciting stories from the past. This photo from 1882 shows a massive pile of bison
So
skulls.
it's
In the 19th century, bison
So
were
found
hunted
this
near to
road.
extinction, primarily for their skins and meat. This image is just
Okay, I'm
a
just
small
gonna
glimpse
vote
of the
for someone.
devastation
Look
caused
at
by
the
the
door.
relentless hunting during that time. Prostitutes in Jerome, Arizona during the 1800s were a harsh reality of the mining boomtown. With a population that swelled with miners, these women worked in brothels that catered to the needs of miners, After 5 years, Olive returned to white society, forever marked by the blue tattoos the Mojave had inked on her chin. Her sister, sadly, did not survive, having died of starvation and captivity. Medicine men and women were deeply respected in Native American communities, serving as both healers and spiritual leaders. This Eskimo medicine man, photographed in the 1890s by Frank G. In the 1800s, prostitution was legal in Arizona and many other states. The state of Arizona profited from bordellos through lawsuits, taxes, and fines for prostitution in the 1800s. sentenced to 5 years in prison, but was pardoned after
On my tail.
During the Civil War. His father's death at the hands of a Union soldier fueled his hatred for the Union, driving him to and deadly Quantrill's Raiders, a notorious gang responsible for